Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Library of Diamonds, and in today's video I am bringing to you a post review of this kit. This is Summer Solstice by ChrissaBug and it is stunning as you can see. I'm going to be inserting over here a short video of around a minute or so where I'm going to be just panning over the entirety of the diamond painting, because this is a very big diamond painting and it is quite hard to have it all in frame. For me it's pretty much impossible, so I'm going to be panning over some of the details at the bottom and also some of the details in her clothing, on the flowers that she's holding in her hand and also in her head, as well as the iridescent drills used in the moon and sun that are like at the top on the background, and the gorgeous rendering on her face, which I think is one of the prettiest things ever, is one of my favorite things in this entire canvas. So there it is. As I said, this is by ChrissaBug. I started this diamond painting on August 4th and finished it on the 31st, just in time to start Drills and Chills, which is an event that is going on through the entirety of September and October that focuses on diamond paintings around the themes of Halloween and autumn, and I am so excited to be participating in that. But right now let's focus on this diamond painting. So this was my fourth finish of the month of August, my finish number 36 of the month, I'm sorry, of the year 2024, and my finish number 42 overall, like the total amount of diamond paintings that I've completed in my lifetime. I time how much it takes me to do a diamond painting, and this took me 56 hours and 49 minutes. The total amount of drills that I placed was 118,301 drills. These had 78 colors with 2 ABs, 3 fairy dust, and 2 iridescent. And the size of the canvas was like the biggest one I've ever done, which is a 27.6 inches by 41.3 inches, or if you prefer to look at it in centimeters, it's a 69.9 centimeters by 104.8 centimeters. As I said, this is the largest diamond painting that I have ever done. I think the one that comes close to this is Flower Delivery version 2. I don't remember the exact measurements, but I think this one is just slightly the teeny tiniest bit bigger. I have down below a complete unboxing, kitting up, pose review, kitting down, all of it regarding that diamond painting. If you want to go and check it out, I'm gonna leave it down below in the description, or at least I'm going to try to remember. But let's go over this diamond painting and let me show you everything about it. First, I want to go over one specific thing, and that was the only thing that I didn't like about this diamond painting. And the biggest reason is because of the color blocking. And it's not so much the color blocking, but the fact that the color blocking is done with a light colored drill, which in this case is this color over here. In person it looks more peachy, it looks a bit more yellowy through the camera, but in person it's a bit teeny tiny bit more peachy. And what I didn't like specifically about this one is what basically I don't enjoy the most in other diamond paintings that have a lot of light drills and heavy color blocking area, and that was, I think you can see it here, the gapping. I'm not a perfect placer by any means, but this is something that when I am looking at it like at this close of a distance, which is around 2 feet, I don't know if I am converting that measurements correctly because I am not from the US, so I use a metric system, but it's around 1.5 to 2 feet and I can see it. But when you step away from it, you cannot see that at all. So, you know, that is just like something that I personally don't like, but that I know is a combination between, you know, the light color drills and me not being a perfect placer. But, you know, who is a perfect placer? I am not. I don't think there's many people who are, if any. But yeah, my favorite, well, I don't know what to say about this, because I want to say that one of my favorite things was one thing, but then my brain goes to the other thing. So I'm gonna say that my top 2 favorite things about this diamond painting were, first, the rendering on her face, and in the, like, pretty much this big section over here. I just love the rendering and the level and the amount of detail that it has. It's outstanding. It is beautiful. It's magnificent. Like, I really cannot get over it. And the other one is that I got to use a fairly good amount of my favorite type of drill, which is not fairy dust. Fairy dust comes very close into a second. And I know that there's a lot of people whose favorite type of drill is a fairy dust or a pixie dust, or however that is called over, you know, over many diamond painting companies. But my actually favorite one is this one, the iridescent or crystals, however you want to call them. These are my favorite type of drills, and yeah, this is pretty much my favorite thing ever. Now, I want to go over the details regarding the drills and all of that. So one of the things that I always like to mention, or that I always try to remember to mention in my diamond painting pose reviews, is the fact that, at least with Diamond Art Club, that this is the one that is a company of this diamond painting, they always give you more than enough drills for you to be able to complete a diamond painting. If by any case you either run out of a drill or you spill a significant amount of drills, and you are the original buyer from, you know, the page and everything, they can get to you up to 8 bags of diamond drills, to my understanding. Fortunately enough, I've never run through any of those issues, and I'm going to just pick randomly a few colors here and there just to show you the amount of leftover drills that we have. So I'm going to pick up some regular drills, some special drills, and there's that. So here I grabbed some drills. Now, these are, for example, in these 4 colors, the amount of drills that are left is very, very small. However, these drills were not placed in a lot of places. Like, the colors that I would be more stressed about running out of would actually be this one, the W and the Y, because these are the predominant colors that run in the background. As you can see here, I have like half a container of the letter W, or this DMC, and a little, like a very few of these. But out of these 2, I actually have an entire bag of this color and 2 entire bags of this color. So even though these might look like not many, I have an entire bag. So that kind of gives you an idea of how many drills you get over the amount that you actually need. And, you know, for these ones, even though the leftovers are very little, they were not very used. And this is actually another of the specials. I had about a third of the container left. Now, let me put them back into their places. And I'm going to be grabbing all of the special drills, and I'm going to show you where those drills are placed. And actually, before moving forward to showing you where those drills are placed, I want to show you the amount of trash drills that I had in my particular kit. So this is one of the containers that I used, and I would say it is about 1/5 of the way through filled up to the middle of it. Most of these were dark colors, where is a majority where you're going to find trash drills. And trash drills are those type of drills that are that are uneven, or with little tacks hanging on them. So placing them in a square, like being squared, it's kind of difficult because it starts to make everything a bit more crooked. But, you know, I had quite a few amount of trash drills, but I didn't run out on any color, and I was never afraid of that. So now let's go over the amount of special drills. And as you can see, we have a fair amount. We have 3 ABs. We have 3 fairy dust, and we have, why did I say, oh no, this is not it. So we have 2 ABs, 3 fairy dust, and 2 iridescent colors. Now, the first one is the ABs. This one have, oh shoot. These one have a coating that is like the light hits them and you can see how they shine in very different colors. And these two colors, you could find them especially in a lot of places where there are flowers. The pink one in particular, and these flowers here on top, and the purple one in the flowers that are a bit more at the bottom. So over here at the bottom is where you can find all of the purple ABs. The next set of drills are these ones. These are fairy dust, and these have a very light coating of glitter on top. And these ones are not going to be found in many places. You can see they're like a very, very fine coat of glitter on top. So as I said, we only have 3. The first one, this orange, you can find it in the center of these little flowers that are on her top of her head, and actually in the center of all of the flowers, like this little orangey thing, that's that fairy dust. This pink fairy dust, we can actually find it in a lot of details here in the flowers. Like the flowers are purple, but it has they have some accents of that pink fairy dust. And the last fairy dust is the white one, is this one. And this one you can also find it in certain accented areas, such as over here in her dress. If we move a little bit upwards, we can also find it in some details over here. Also here in her hair, and it reflects the kind of light that is coming, I would guess, from here, because all of the places where those are placed are like at the back of her, which I believe is just to reflect light. And last but definitely not least, we have these 2 iridescent ones. These are called like that. That's the way that Diamond Art Club calls them, but they're pretty much crystals. And you can see how it shines, like even though the background is blurred, you can see how it shines over here, and it's fantastic. So we have 2 colors. One is like a yellow and the other one is just like a clear crystal, and we can find it, well, it's pretty obvious. Here you can see just a shadow of it and of the yellowish one, but the clear or completely crystal one is in the entirety of the sun / moon that it's on the inside, and in some little specks of, you know, dots sprinkled here and there, like here and here, and, you know, just sprinkled all over. And once again, diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club are a pleasure to work on. I loved working on it, and even though I thought I was not going to be able to complete it before the end of the month, I was able to, because right as I approached the end, I started to approach the big areas of color blocking, which went a bit faster than others. And regarding that, it has a great balance, because it has some areas where it's more heavy on the confetti, as in the bottom part, and also in the part of her face and her hair and all of the details here. But then, you know, as I said, it balances out a lot with the humongous sections of color blocking. I usually prefer diamond paintings that are not that heavy on color blocking. However, I've been encountering a few of my most recent favorite ones, and actually in another one that I'm working on, and others that I'm going to be working on in the future, that are quite heavy on the color blocking. So it's kind of like an acquired taste for me. So if you like a diamond painting that has confetti, but that also has a lot of color blocking, I would say that this diamond painting is definitely for you. So having said all of that, I hope that you enjoyed my video, and if this is a diamond painting that you are either hesitant to get or that you already have in your stash but wanted to take a look into how it looked completely finished to see if you could motivate yourself to start it, here is your sign to start it right away, because I really enjoyed every single second of it. And just in those few moments where I was a bit overwhelmed by color blocking, I just pushed through it and enjoyed the end result quite a lot. And yeah, I heavily encourage you to work on this. If you're going to focus on the event, if you're going to be participating either in these drills and chills or any other event that's currently running, you know, You can maybe alternate it here and there with this one or with any other diamond painting. But yeah, I just hope that my review was helpful, that helped you clear your mind in whatever questions or doubts you might have had with this diamond painting in particular. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great and fantastic rest of your day, and don't forget to keep on diamond painting. Bye bye.